A very good morning to all of you. I, Dr. Monica Jaiswal from English Department, today is going to give my lecture on how to improve communication in English. In today's world, in every profession, to communicate in English is required. And being a professional student, it is essential you must be knowing how to communicate effectively in English. I will give you some tips, some methods to improve your English communication skills. First of all, slow down your speaking speed. You might be eloquent speaker when it comes to your mother tongue, but expecting the same standards from yourself when speaking in a foreign language may not be realistic, especially if you are an early stage of learning. Learners are often told not to worry about the mistakes they are making. However, it is easy to understand why you would like to make a good impression on your audience. To overcome this difficulty, you may try slowing down your speaking speed. Nobody will hold it against you if you speak more slowly and clearly. Great speakers do the same to get their message across. Selecting your words carefully may also be seen as a sign of respect towards your audience. It shows that you want to give them the best possible answer. Next, while having a communication in English, you should keep in mind that first think and then tell. Give yourself time to think. You may be worried that the people you are talking to are impatient and would like you to say what you want as quickly as possible. First of all, it may not be true. People often prefer a well thought out answer to a rushed one. So just relax, a sigh of relief. Another practical thing you can do is equipping yourself with fixed phrases you can use when remaining silent doesn't seem to be an option. Here is an example. Why is there so much violence on TV? That's a good question. Let me think for a moment. I have not really thought about it before. Well, I suppose. So here the speaker gains considerable amount of time to reflect just by repeating the question and adding a few sentences. If you do the same, you will sound more fluent and won't feel the pressure of having to say something before you are ready. Next, while speaking in English, have some fixed or set phrases. Fixed or set phrases are the phrases whose words are usually fixed in a certain order. They can be verbs, patterns, idioms, collocations, basically anything we always say in one particular way. For example, during the day, in the meantime, sorry to bother, sorry to trouble you, but would you mind if, oh come on, I'm just kidding, for what it's worth to be right, wrong about. Next, learn sentences, not only words. In a way, this will make the pressure off too. When you learn a new word, try to memorize a couple of sentences that contain it. It will be such a relief not having to worry about whether the sentences is correct grammatically or not. Let's look at an example. To appreciate means to recognize the value of something or somebody. I think it's necessary to feel appreciated in a relationship or at work. I appreciate all your hard work. Isn't it much more useful to memorize appreciate this way? Next, learn to listen. When speaking in a foreign language, you might be so focused on what you are saying and whether it's correct or not that you forget to listen to what others are saying. This is a big mistake. as they might be using the exact words or grammar you will be needing later on. So pay attention to what's being said around you. It's your most important resource at the time of speaking to someone. Next, practice your interrogatives. We also need to keep in mind the fact that communication is a two-way process. Not only does it make you seem uninterested, even rude, if you don't ask questions, you might also end up being one who has to do all the talking. So when you have run out of ideas about what to say next, remember others might have something to add. Like, what are your views on that? What about you? What do you think? What do you think? There is so much violence on TV. So questions like this will keep the conversation going and will show your interest in others people's opinion. They will also give you time to relax a little and start enjoying yourself. Interrogatives can be quite tricky. To make sure you spend enough time learning to correct the page to asking questions. Next, produce and produce. As I said at the beginning of my lecture, you might know a lot about the language. First, this is passive knowledge that must be activated somehow. Your aim is to be able to produce correct English. Practice is undeniably the best way to learn and improve. Practice makes a man perfect. Writing is one way of producing language. It may help you to get and reflect on the way of English operates, while in turn might prove to be useful when speaking. Speaking, on the other hand, is a much more spontaneous process, and nothing prepares you for it better than actually doing it. So find people you can practice with, either on Skype or on language exchange sites. And I hope this lecture on how to improve your communicative skills, it may be useful for you, dear students. Thank you.